this is Kira from Saving from My Happy Place. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing my July 2025 Pipsticks sticker subscriptions. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and do the Pro Classic Club, which are these silver mailers here. One of these is the July subscription. And then this one is a little bonus. I made a purchase in June, and during that time, there was a promotion that if you spent a certain amount of money, you got 7 free sticker sheets. Sometimes they just randomly will put different sticker sheets in a bag and send that off to you. But for this particular order, they sent me a previous pack of the Petite subscription. So the Petite subscription only has 7 sheets, whereas the Pro Classic has 15 sheets. So this Petite pack is actually from July 2023. So we'll go ahead and unbox that at the end. I already know what's in this one because I already had gotten the Pro Classic of July 2023, but it's okay. I don't mind getting duplicates because then I can justify using my stickers and not having to worry that I'm not going to have them anymore. I feel like that's always a problem that people who love stickers have. They want to hoard them and save them and collect them and not use them, but I really want to use my stickers. So I'm always happy to have duplicates of certain sheets. All right, so I tried my hardest not to be spoiled for any of the packs, for the kids, for the Hello Kitty, for the Pro. I did pretty well up until this past Monday. I just happened to be on Pipsticks website, and they had already listed the July 2025 Kids and Pro packs. And so I had clicked on the listings, not realizing they were the current month's pack. And so I basically looked at all the sheets, and then I realized, oh my gosh, that's the current month. And now I know what's in everything, which is super annoying, but it's okay. So the Pro pack, the theme is going to be travel, I believe, from what I saw in the spoilers or looking at the website. It looks like it's going to be travel themed. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have this month. Packaging is gorgeous, as you can see. Today just got happier. Hashtag Pipsticks. Very sturdy mailers, which is much appreciated. And then you always get the Pippy, which is a little zine. And as you can see by the cover, definitely travel themed. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, so on the first page here, it has a name of all of the different sheets and how much they're valued. Some of these will be limited edition, which you will not be able to purchase on the website unless you purchase the entire pack. Otherwise, they usually release the non-limited edition sheets that you can just purchase, one sheet if you like that sheet. Here's Mo. So she always leaves us a little note each month, and it kind of talks about like the inspiration behind the pack. So she says, after college, I went on a European backpacking tour. I've saved up for years, waiting tables during school, and started in Paris with a money belt full of traveler's checks. I'm really dating myself now. And my sketchbook. Riding the Eurorail, I took overnight trains from country to country and quickly developed an obsession with travel. Soon after, my parents coined the phrase mocation as I took an opportunity to get away. While 4 kids and a business have since pinned me down, I still love to live vicariously through friends' travels, magazines, and Instagram feeds. This collection of stickers will take you around the world from wherever you sit. It was nearly impossible to whittle down the list of sticker sheets. How amazing it would be to do a sticker sheet of every state and destination city. But we've landed on the cities that we've collected the most requests for over the years. They'll look amazing in your travel journal, snail mail, and destination bucket list. Here's to spreading our wings one sticker at a time. XOXO Mo. All right, so that's the inspiration behind the month's pack. These little booklets are really cool. You always get like these little like scrapbooking pages that you can put in your journals or your planners. So lots of cute little papers. In this sealed part of the Pippi is the spoilers for next month. So I have not seen any spoilers for August yet. So I'm going to keep myself unspoiled if possible. All right. And then you can scan to see how we're using this sticker pack on the back. All right. So that is that. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way just so that there's not a glare. So the inner packaging is just as beautiful. You get this really sparkly mailer. This is what it looks like on this side. I'm going to turn it over so that we can remain surprised, even though I've already seen these. I've been trying really hard to forget what I've seen. But it's kind of hard. But yeah, I'm really trying hard to not see any spoilers. But all right, let's take a look and see what is in the July 2025 Pro Classic Sticker Club. Okay, so you always get a postcard. So this month, oh cute, we got a little Polaroid postcard. It says smile. There's silver foil accents, and then on the back, standard postcard, and then a little place where you'd put your stamp. So that's very cute. I'm wondering if my son E would like this postcard because he's been talking about wanting to have a Polaroid. And I know a Polaroid camera. And I know there's a New York sticker sheet in here, so I'll be passing that off to E probably as well because he did go to New York over this past spring break. And so anytime there's like a New York themed sheet, I typically try to see if he wants it. Okay, so let's get going here. All right, there we go. Okay, so first sheet, Parisian Paradise. So this is a Paris-themed sheet. Let me go ahead and put it on the back of the postcard. Never been to Paris, so I don't know what a lot of these things are other than, of course, the Eiffel Tower. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like Notre Dame Cathedral. And you know, perfume, baguettes, croissants. It does have silver foil. And then this is Moulin Rouge. I'm not really familiar with this building. So I'm not sure what that is. I know it was a movie. I know it was like a stage production, but I'm not sure what it has to do with this windmill. And a girl on a bike with flowers in her basket and a baguette in her back bag there. Metro. Very cool. Okay, so this is the Paris sheet. See if I can give you a better look there. And like I said, silver foil. All right. All right, next we have, so this is the New York City skyline. This is called Big City. And so let's see if I can turn it this way. All right, so I don't know what any of these buildings are. I mean, Statue of Liberty, obviously. I'm sure one of these is like the Empire State Building, maybe the Chrysler Building, but I'm not super familiar with these buildings. But there is a New York City kind of skyline. One long sticker sheet with some clouds. Glossy sheet, no foil. And then just like a New York City kind of label there. So this is not limited edition, neither is the Paris. So these would be available on Pipsticks website if you were interested. All right, next we have Hawaii. This has lots of silver foil dots and then lots of different things that represent Hawaii. We have a pineapple, a ukulele, a hula dancer, some drums, a tiki, a surfboard, Hawaiian shave ice, a hibiscus flower, a dolphin, a turtle, a fruity drink, a lei. Never been to Hawaii. Some coffee beans also. Would love to go someday. Being a Disney fanatic, I would love to go to Aulani, the resort that's owned by Disney in Hawaii. That's like on my bucket list. But there you go. Here is the Hawaii sheet. Very pretty. All right. Let's see. Next, we have Chicago Charm. Never been to Chicago. So I don't know. So we have Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs. But other than that, I don't really know what any of these. I think I've seen a picture of this like sculpture before on the internet. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that flag is. So yeah, I don't know what most of these things are. Have never been to Chicago and not really familiar with these icons. But this also has silver foil. And again, this is called Chicago Charm, not limited edition. So far, nothing has been limited edition. So these will all be available for purchase on the website. But there we go, Chicago. All right, next we have, all right, so we have Tokyo Travels. And this is limited edition. Never been to Tokyo. Would love to go to Tokyo because that's where there's a Disneyland, Tokyo, and Disney, Tokyo Disney Sea, I think it's called. And then Tokyo Disneyland. There's like two parks side by side, kind of like the way ours are with California Adventure and our Disneyland. I don't know if it's actually side by side. I'm not sure how close they are to each other in Tokyo, but I know they have two parks. I'm assuming they're relatively close to each other. Okay, so I have never been to Tokyo, so I don't know a lot about these icons either. Yeah, other than maybe like the foods, the cherry blossoms. Yeah, I don't know anything about like this Eiffel Tower looking structure, like this temple. I think that's like Mount Fuji, I believe. There's like sushi, there's a origami crane. But yeah, so yeah, there's another building here. I'm not sure what that is either. This one is limited edition Tokyo Travels. So you guys can see that. Again, silver foil. Alrighty. Next, okay, San Francisco. I have been to San Francisco a few times actually. So we have like the sourdough bread bowls, like a trolley. I'm not sure what these buildings are called. And I have been to this park where this structure is, but I don't remember what it's called. Fisherman's Wharf, Golden Gate Bridge. I'm not sure what the name of this street is, but it's like that really like curvy street that's very famous in San Francisco. All the really pretty colorful houses. So this is pretty cool. This is called San Fran Sights, not limited edition. So far the only one that's been limited edition is the Tokyo sheet. Alrighty, so you can see that one. And yes, this one actually has gold foil. Gold foil on this one. All right, next is our vinyl. So the vinyl sticker this month is called Well Traveled Vinyl, and it is a suitcase with lots of different stickers on it. Very cute. All right, next we have Miami. Never been to Miami, never been to Florida at all, but obviously would love to go to Disney World at some point. But yeah, so I don't know a lot about these buildings or, you know, these buildings in Miami. Got a gator, a lot of beachy things. I have no idea what that is at all. If you know what this is, let me know, because that I can't even identify that as anything. So if you know what that is, let me know. This one also has gold foil. So here we go. We have Miami. Try not to give you the glare. All right. All right, here is the New York sheet. It's called I Love NYC. And we have Broadway, the Metro, Park Avenue, Wall Street, the Statue of Liberty, Fifth Avenue. Lots of different foods, football, the subway, pigeons. And this is also gold foil, not limited edition. So there we have the New York sheet. All right, next we have, this is limited edition. This is called Swirling Cities. So it's basically snow globes of different cities. So we have New York, Rome, Maui, and Sydney. I've been to New York, but I didn't go to the like touristy part of New York. I went to visit some friends and they didn't live like in the city. So I didn't really get to see the city or any of the like sites in New York City that most people would go to see if they went on vacation. So even though I've technically been, I don't really identify with any of these landmarks. So that's why I'm going to give the sheets to E, because he did get to go on a trip with his school over spring break, and they hit all the, obviously the big sites. So this has silver foil and it is limited edition. So Swirling Cities. So New York, Rome, Maui, and Sydney. Very cool. All right, next we have London. I have been to London. I got to go to England when I was about 15, so it's been quite a while, but I have gone to London before. So this has silver foil, not limited edition. So we have like the very iconic red like telephone booths, Big Ben, the double-decker buses, the guards out in front of, I think it's like Buckingham Palace, taxis, fish and chips, the flag, tea, traditional English breakfast, their like version of the subway. So that's very cool. Silver foil. Okay. Next is Seattle. Have never been to Seattle. So yeah, I don't know a lot about these icons other than, I think this is called like the Space Needle, I believe. They have a lot of coffee beans because they're known for coffee too. They have like a ferry. Yeah, it says silver foil. It's called Scenic Seattle, not limited edition. It's very cool. All right, next we have Sydney, Australia. Never been there. Lots of cool animals, giraffes, koala, kangaroos. I think this is called the Sydney Opera House, the boomerang. This has silver foil. So I don't know what these buildings or bridges are called. So this one is limited edition. So Tokyo and Sydney have been limited edition so far. All right, two more. Washington, D.C. Have never been there either. But a lot of the historical landmarks. Abraham Lincoln, the Capitol, the White House. I think this is Martin Luther King Jr. there. Washington Monument. Oh, I like the little I voted sticker. That's really cute. The American flag. Very cute. Washington, D.C. And does this have, yeah, silver foil, and it's called DC Destinations, not limited edition. There you go. All right, and last but not least, we have Big Apple Bites. So just different foods that you would find in New York. So pizza, hot dog, bagel sandwich, New York style cheesecake, bagel and lox, pretzel, those tuxedo cookies, coffee, and like probably a pastrami sandwich. And this is gold foil, has gold foil and not limited edition. So there you go. Alrighty, so taking a look here at all of these sheets, which one is my favorite? Or which of these places would I most like to visit? Let's do that. Out of all of these places, I would say I would most like to visit probably Hawaii would probably be my number one place that I'd want to visit. Paris also has a Disneyland that I would love to go to. So pretty much any of the places that have the Disney park. So Tokyo or Paris. Hawaii has Aulani, the resort. But I'm going to pick Hawaii just overall, just because I'm more of like a beach tropical vacation kind of person. So this is my favorite sheet. Which is your favorite sheet? Let me know in the comments below. Let me go ahead and move all of the stuff over, and then we'll quickly go through the July 2023 Petite pack that I got as like kind of like a free gift with the purchase I made in June. Alrighty. All right, let's go ahead and grab that one. So this one does not have the little pull tab like they have now. All right. So this one's only going to have seven sticker sheets. Alrighty. So here was the Pippi for July 2023. This is a fruit themed pack. Let's see. Aren't you excited about this month's sticker theme? Let's kick off this fruit fest by establishing the correct ingredients for a perfect fruit salad. And you can go ahead and write or put the stickers in the box below. Mo has said about this pack, one of my favorite things about fruit is that so many of them are seasonal. Knowing I can only get them sometimes boosts my appreciation. I love walking through the farmer's market and discovering that it's peach, kumquat, strawberry season, and of course taking as many samples as I can. Though we are especially lucky to be living in California. She doesn't live in California anymore. She moved back to New York. When it came to getting good produce year-round, the Pips team still associates fruit with summer. I'm a sucker for citrus accessories, popsicle palettes, and fruity nail art. We started this month's design process with a team brainstorm around a fruit and veggie theme. While we ended up with all fruit themed sheets, we couldn't resist including one veggie sheet in the classic pack, so I won't be having that in this pack. You say potatoes, so while the potato stickers may seem a bit out of place among all the cute fruit, you've got to agree that waffle fries and Hasselback Spud stickers were just too good to pass up. We also designed a sheet inspired by my daughter, Indy. She's obsessed with avocados and created a whole series of ninjacado doodles. When I saw her drawing these characters, including one that was dabbing, I knew we had to have them in sticker form. Kelly, one of our amazing illustrators, gracefully took on Indy's art direction for the sheet, and I am obsessed. We can't wait to see how you will use this month's designs. Remember to pull out the email we sent earlier this month with inspiration, 3 ways to use your July stickers. Here's to some super sweet crafting. XOXO Mo. You have a little word search, some scrapbooking papers. It says fill this bowl with all of your favorite fruits. There was a Pips poll. You can find our Pips poll in Sticklet, our email newsletter that goes out on the first Friday of the month. They still do that. So what's your favorite fruit juice? Most people said lemonade. Do you collect stickers from fruit? No, not yet, 72%. What's your favorite summer fruit? Watermelon got the most votes. And if you were a fruit, what would you be? And most people said an orange. And then there's spoilers in here. Since this is an old pack, I'll go ahead and show you what the spoilers look like. for each month. So this would be the August 2023 pack. So in August 2023, the Pro Club looks like it was about like reading and books. And the Kids Club was about like exercise or sports. Yeah. So that's what the spoilers look like when you open up the little booklets. And then just some more papers. And this one says scan for something fun. I don't remember what this one was, but let me go ahead and pull it up and see if it's still available. Since it's such an old pack, I'm not sure if it will be, but it might be. So let's take a look. Yeah, the last two packs from like this year that I've received. So this July 2025 and then my June 2025, there was not really anything printable like they have given in the past. So they just gave you like a little tutorial on like how they were using the sheets. So let's go ahead and see if this one has anything. No, it's no longer available, it looks like. So that's okay though. I'm sure I probably printed it out when I first received it. Okay, let's go ahead and open up the July 2023 Petite sticker pack. All right, so here is the postcard for this month of July 2023. Lots of really pretty fruits with gold foil. Here's the back, a little strawberry where you'd put the stamp. So that is very, very cute. Okay, so I'm not sure if they had limited edition sheets or not at this point. I'm going to say probably not. So these would have all been available. So we have Fruit Cart Fantasy. And I don't know where you live, but where I live, we definitely have these fruit carts very close by. I mean, there's one that I could walk to easily from my house. I haven't actually ever gone to it though, and it was actually on kind of like my bucket list of things to do this summer was to go to this fruit cart. So maybe I will still go before my summer vacation is over. I do have to go back to school, not this coming week, but the week after. So my summer vacation is almost over. So yeah, fruit stand, and then they have like tahini and chamoy and lemon juice and all the different fruits and vegetables that they would put to make these fruit cups. And there is silver hollow foil. So this one's got lots of hollow, very pretty. All right, that's sheet number one. Next we have Popsicle to Resist. So we have lots of popsicles with fruit in them, and there are teeny tiny little silver dots in the background only. So that's the waste paper, so that won't actually be on the sticker sheets when you peel off the stickers. But, you know, it makes it very aesthetically pleasing when you have your sheet in your sticker album. But then when you actually use your stickers, there's not going to be any of those little silver dots. But yeah, this is just a glossy sheet. Very cool. Lots of different fruits. All right, next we have jam. So it's called Well Preserved. And we have pickles, jam, carrots, olives, marmalade, tomatoes, jalapeno jelly, kiwi. So lots of different fruits and vegetables, things that you would can. I feel like we just recently got a sheet like this. Was it last month? But this again is like 2 years ago, July. So they do kind of repeat themes, I've noticed, and there's actually been some like pretty identical sheets, although when they do like an identical sheet, they'll try to change it up. Like for example, instead of it being glossy, it'll be paper, or it'll have different colored foil. They'll change it up in some way. So I've never received, I don't think, like an exact duplicate sheet, but sometimes, you know, if you've been a subscriber as long as I have, I've been subscribing since 2018, you know, they do definitely repeat the themes, and like occasionally will repeat the actual sheets, but they try to change it up a bit. Okay, this is called Fruity Finery. So lots of purses, hats, glasses that have a fruit theme. So we have a dragon fruit, watermelon hat. We have orange, cherry, strawberry, apple, peach, orange, pineapple, lemon, kiwi, pear. This has hollow silver foil as well, and Fruity Finery. So lots of accessories made from fruit. Next is Picture This. So we have some mason jars with like some, looks like raspberry cherry lemonade, blueberry lemonade. Very pretty. It has silver hollow foil. And these are like translucent stickers because pitchers are made of glass. And so when they have something like that, that's glass, they'll make them into translucent stickers or like see-through stickers. So very pretty. Okay. Berry pop art. Again, silver hollow foil and kind of like an Andy Warhol kind of inspired sheet of strawberries. So very cute. And then last but not least, we have Samba in Season. So lots of ladies dancing the samba in fruit-inspired costumes or outfits. Looks like she is, I guess, grapes or like a blackberry or a boysenberry, banana, papaya, watermelon, and strawberry. And again, this has silver hollow foil. So these are also very cute. All right, so that's it. That is the bonus July 2023 Petite pack. So again, this only came with 7 sticker sheets plus the postcard plus the Pippi, whereas the travel themed pack that we just went over has 15 sheets plus the postcard and the Pippi. So, you know, obviously this one's less expensive, and then the 15 sheet pack is more expensive. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all in the next video. All right, bye.